Welcome to Sonic Sciences, where we explore the intersections of ancient practices and modern science. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the world of fasting, a practice that has evolved over millennia. Fasting has roots in spiritual rituals, but it also carries scientifically backed benefits that have intrigued researchers and wellness enthusiasts alike. Today, we're going to examine fasting through multiple lenses: historical, cultural, physical, and metaphysical. Whether you're here for the proven facts or intrigued by the mysteries that science hasn't yet solved, there's something here to help understand the process. Fasting is far from a modern phenomenon. The practice is embedded in human history, with its origins intertwined with spiritual and religious customs. In ancient Egypt, fasting was often tied to rituals for purification, especially before religious ceremonies. Ancient Greek philosophers like Pythagoras fasted as a way to prepare the mind for intellectual pursuits, believing that abstinence from food could enhance clarity and mental acuity. In the Abrahamic religions, fasting is a central practice. Judaism observes Yom Kippur, a day of atonement marked by fasting. Islam prescribes fasting during Ramadan, emphasizing spiritual reflection and self-restraint. Christianity has Lent, a period of fasting to emulate the trials of Christ. But fasting goes beyond the Abrahamic religions. Buddhists fast as part of their meditative practices, and Hindus incorporate fasting into various holy days, using it as a way to cleanse the body and mind. The reasons for fasting in these traditions vary, but the common theme is that fasting provides a bridge between the physical and the divine, a way to purify oneself and achieve a higher state of being. Now, let's pivot to what science says about fasting. The growing body of research on fasting has revealed impressive benefits, many of which have been validated by rigorous studies. Take intermittent fasting, for example. This form of fasting involves cycles of eating and fasting, with popular methods like the 16-8, 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating, or the 5-2, 5 days of normal eating, 2 days of restricted calories. Research has shown that intermittent fasting can promote weight loss, improve insulin sensitivity, and lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. It's all about giving the body time to enter a fasting state, where it can tap into fat stores for energy and repair itself at the cellular level. Fasting also promotes autophagy, a fascinating process where cells remove damaged components and regenerate themselves. Autophagy helps to slow down aging and may reduce the risk of cancer and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. In studies on animals, caloric restriction has even extended lifespan, sparking interest in fasting as a potential anti-aging strategy. Beyond this, fasting may enhance cardiovascular health. It has been shown to lower blood pressure, reduce levels of harmful LDL cholesterol, and decrease inflammation, which is at the root of many chronic diseases. There's also evidence that fasting might help with brain health. By boosting levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, fasting could support neuroplasticity, which enhances learning and memory. From a psychological standpoint, fasting can also be quite transformative. When we fast, our body releases certain hormones like norepinephrine, which heighten focus and alertness. Many people report a sense of clarity and heightened mental acuity when they're in a fasted state. Some describe it as being in the zone, a feeling of sharpness that's often hard to achieve during regular eating routines. This heightened mental state may help explain why fasting has been associated with spiritual practices for so long. In a fasted state, we are reminded of our dependence on food, which can trigger a reflective mindset. Some believe this is where fasting's metaphysical elements come into play. Many spiritual traditions suggest that fasting helps break down the barriers between the self and the external world, enabling practitioners to feel a sense of unity or transcendence. While these effects are subjective, they are remarkably consistent across cultures and time periods. For some, fasting goes even further. It's seen as a way to connect with energies beyond the physical. There are claims, albeit without scientific backing, that fasting can increase one's vibrational frequency or align the body's energy centers. While these claims are more in the realm of metaphysics, they add to the richness of fasting as a human practice. While fasting holds great promise, it's essential to separate myth from reality. Not all purported benefits of fasting are scientifically validated. For example, the idea that fasting can cure diseases or unlock psychic abilities is largely anecdotal. Furthermore, fasting is not for everyone. People with certain medical conditions, such as those with diabetes or eating disorders, should consult a healthcare provider before beginning any fasting regimen. Another misconception is that longer fasts are always better. Research suggests that while short-term fasting can be beneficial, extended fasting beyond 48 hours can lead to muscle loss and may even suppress immune function. Moderation is key, and it's essential to approach fasting with a well-informed mindset. In recent years, fasting has seen a resurgence as a tool for biohacking. Proponents argue that by manipulating their eating schedules, they can enhance not only physical health, but also mental performance. Some combine fasting with other practices, like cold exposure and meditation, to create a stack of wellness techniques designed to optimize their biology. As more research emerges, fasting is being recognized not just as a spiritual or weight loss tool, but as a lifestyle intervention for longevity and disease prevention. Biohackers are also exploring innovative forms of fasting, such as fasting mimicking diets, that provide the body with minimal nutrients to simulate fasting's effects without full abstinence. As we continue to unravel the science behind fasting, it's clear that this ancient practice is finding new life in the modern wellness space. Fasting is a practice that resonates deeply across cultures and time periods. It offers an intriguing mix of substantiated health benefits and more speculative, metaphysical claims that continue to captivate the imagination. Whether you're interested in fasting for its physical benefits or its potential to help you reach a state of higher consciousness, one thing is certain: fasting is far more than a dietary trend. It's a multifaceted tradition with roots that go back to the very dawn of human civilization. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of fasting. Be curious, stay informed, and as always, keep exploring the many layers of knowledge available here on Sonic Sciences. Click the energy icon to subscribe now. Thank you.